doing the intro.
Don't. Remember the dude that used to love our intro? And now his girlfriend is not with him anymore. And now she's like, I think she's like engaged or married, like to somebody else. That's how long we've been doing the pod.
Too long.
It's what's her name? Chris Sabato.
Wait, what?
You know Chris?
I know her, yeah.
Her old boyfriend.
Gotcha.
Used to love our intro. Like,
Gotcha.
I can't even remember his name.
But she's engaged, you said?
I don't think she's engaged, but I think she lives with her new boyfriend now.
Gotcha.
Like,
serious stuff.
It just shows how long we've been doing the pod. Nothing to do with their relationships, but.
Real quick, Jimmy.
Tyler.
Etta. Tui Onatoa.
Yep. That is the answer.
Clap it up.
Tui Onatoa.
So I normally don't watch our episodes after they air or watch them back or anything like that. But for some reason, I was listening to our previous episode, and it was to the part where for some reason we were clapping. You were clapping the syllables for all the names.
Yeah.
And it was hilarious. I was dying.
But we got it.
Yeah.
Now.
But you were clapping every single time.
Well, that's because I have to count. Do you have to clap to count?
No.
The syllables?
No.
Really?
I'm not a child.
Oh. Well, listen. That's how I do it.
That had me dying. That was really actually funny. Clap it out.
Tui Onato 6.
6 or 7. Depends on how you say it.
Yeah. Okay. Etta, congratulations. You wouldn't guess that because, okay, well, this is what happens.
There was another one that had 5 that somebody mentioned.
Yeah. But it's not super long, right? Her last name, but Polynesian last names are full of vowels. And so every vowel is like a syllable break.
Okay. Jimmy, how's the football team doing? Any championships or any fights?
No, we did win.
You get called out by any other coaches?
I haven't. We did get a dub on Saturday, but on Saturday, I don't know the dude's name, so I apologize, but he came up to me. Mm-hmm. And he said, "You do coach football."
Wow.
And I said, "Yeah."
Famous.
And he said, "I love the pod." But so here's the funny part. So he's watching his grandson, whatever, really nice guy. But then there was like a lady and her husband standing there, and they were kind of like had this like smirk. Mm-hmm. I'm standing by him, and he goes, "This is my I think it was his daughter." He said his daughter and her husband or something, and he goes, "They're making fun of me, or they think it's funny that like I'm so deep into pickleball that like I'm recognizing a podcaster at the football game."
Crazy.
And I said, "Listen, I like it. I'm glad you said hi. I like when people say hi."
Yeah.
I hosted. Speaking of our sponsor, title sponsor, the Picklr. Tyler.
The Picklr.
I hosted their franchisee awards.
Did you get canceled?
I did not, but I did have some jokes that would have got me canceled. But I saved them. I didn't use them. But I did host. Now listen, you know Austin Wood. Mm-hmm. Love him. Not the most, he didn't prep me very well. Okay. So I'm going to say a couple of things. I showed up. I didn't really know what was going on, but I winged it.
Okay.
And I think I did okay.
This is like a conference of all the franchise operators.
Yeah. So obviously the Picklr, they are our title sponsor. Thank you to them. But this gave me kind of a inside look at just how well they were doing. There was 170 people there.
Yeah, it was a big place.
Yeah, and it was just the owners of the franchises, basically. They have 50 open. The numbers they were throwing out were insane on what some of these franchises are doing. I mean, it was just incredible. There was a legend in the house. Kyle Yates was there.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so talk to Kyle Yates a little bit.
Nice, OG. Even more OG than me.
Yeah, he is one of the, But what was crazy is, like, some of these locations are still just pumping memberships.
Yeah.
Like, nonstop. Like, they need 3-4 facilities in the same spot because they can't keep up.
Yeah.
I've learned something, okay? Maybe this is just my own observation. Utah's great because we can play. It's hot in the summer, but we can still play outside, right? Mm-hmm. In the summer. But in the winter,
you have to
play indoor.
Yeah.
In some of these other places, I've noticed that the ones that do very, very well are like Vegas, Scottsdale.
Where it's super hot.
Where you can't play outside.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And those just kill it.
Yeah.
So shout out to those. I mean, what those guys have been able to build is pretty incredible. It was cool to be there. I did make a joke about, I shouldn't say it here because they paid us, but I did make a joke that there's more people there than PickleCon.
Oh, nice.
They also did a casino night.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so this lady, so they did a casino night, and it was me, you know, the Champinis?
Uh-huh.
So they were there at the same table as me, and we were playing blackjack.
Was this real money or fake money?
It's fake money, and then you get tickets.
Okay.
Because Utah, you can't gamble. And then you get tickets, and you put them in, and they had all these prizes, okay? Well, the lady, the dealer, it was an older lady, and she was just wrecking everybody at the table. I mean, everybody was getting wrecked. So we were done. Like, everybody was out of money. And I looked at her. I think her name was Mary. I don't want her to get in trouble, but I was like, Mary, like, if you take all her money, you're going to be here alone. Mm-hmm. What's going to happen?
She's going to leave early.
Yeah. Well, Mary was like, oh, and started basically, I don't want to use the word cheat, but Mary started ditching cards for us.
There you go.
And we went on a massive run. And all of us.
What was it, blackjack?
Yeah. All of us ended up doing very well.
Got to have Sherry with you.
Yeah. Sherry Bear.
He knows how to talk to those.
If we went to, if I was in Vegas, Sherry's the guy I want. Literally, like,
Sherry is hilarious.
Remember when we saw Sherry? Here's a Ryan Sherry story. You and I, we were on the rooftop of the plaza where they have the pickleball courts. Mm-hmm. It was Super Bowl. Yep. And they did like a celebrity tournament. Mm-hmm. And like Larry Fitzgerald was there, and there was like some pretty big names. And you and I were there. And Sherry comes up to me, and he hands me $100 bill.
Yeah, that's right.
First of all, he pulls out a wad of cash that's literally this thick. And he pulls it out, and he gives me $100 bill.
Yeah.
And I said, what's this for? And he said, you're now officially on retainer. You can't talk shit about me on the pod. And I was like, what? And then he goes,
remember that.
And then he goes, do you need a room?
Yeah.
And I was like, what do you mean, do I need a room? And he's like, I got one. He had 3 rooms.
He had like 3 different hotels, yeah.
Yeah, 3 different hotels. And I was like, well, where are they at? And one of them, I think, was Fontainebleau. I think he had one at the Plaza and one at the Wynn or something, right? And I was like, well, I don't, but we are staying at there's 6 dudes in an Airbnb.
Yeah.
So if one of them's nice, and he's like, well, let me see if they're empty.
Yeah.
Because I think he had
friends of the
opposite sex in every single room.
How he manages his time is
Share Bear.
Something needs to be studied.
Yes,
that needs to be
Share
studied.
Bear was slaying it.
Yeah.
On and off the pickleball court. So love that guy.
All right. Awesome. Thank you to the title sponsor, Picklr. We love you guys. If you're interested in franchising, reach out to them. Also, KOTC has a code with PPA and also MLP. So for any events,
Guess what?
tickets you need, use our code.
I got good news.
Tell us.
Remember last pod I was like, hey, the tickets are already so low that for MLP Cup, it doesn't work.
They added some more seats.
They told me, due to Tyler and Jimmy's influence, due to our good looks, due to our, I don't know what else I can say nice about us, but our code, KOTC, now works on MLP Cup tickets.
Let's go.
So they're already low price. They're like 15 for 10 or 15 for
So we're talking
Friday,
like $5 to $10 somewhere in there.
Yeah, and they're $25 on the weekend. I think we still get 15% off of that.
Yeah.
So use code KOTC, MLP Cup tickets.
Yep.
$50,000 prize on the line.
Okay.
So it's like 34 cents each for each challenger team.
Hey, big time.
But I think that the premier teams will do well.
Okay.
And yeah, check it out. I think it'll be exciting.
All right. Also, we have a Cameo. Some of you have been sending in requests. We love fulfilling those. There's a timer on Cameo. And if we don't get to it within like 3 or 4 days, they expire. And if that happens, just make sure to request it and we'll get to it. Sometimes we do them really quickly. Other times it takes a little bit longer.
Yeah.
But yeah, just make sure to keep submitting that request button. Last but not least, we have a new sponsor for the next few episodes.
Yeah, let's go.
Flick Weight.
Flick weight.
Jimmy loves to flick.
I do. Remember, I told you this. You used to flick people's ears when it was cold.
Exactly.
That was like my pet peeve. If anyone did that.
Tell us about these.
Yes. So Flick Weights.
So I don't know if you can see them. They're right here.
Let me pull them up right
They sent me
here.
a box, and the presentation on everything is incredible. They have so many incredible goodies.
Oh, wow. What? Yeah, so they attach to the bottom of your paddle.
Anywhere on your paddle.
Anywhere.
Yeah.
But like the handle, right?
Yeah, but they have different accessories.
Shapes, accessories. And so, yeah, basically you can. So I actually was talking to someone the other day who's a total paddle nerd, one of the biggest paddle nerds out there. And he's like, that paddle is great, except if you don't weight it around the top outside, you have a massive dead spot.
Yep.
And he's like, but if you weight it, it's the best sweet spot in the game. And that's what Flick Weights does. It adds that. It enhances your sweet spot. It'll enhance the power.
So that's the biggest thing I think gets overlooked is a lot of people think it gives you more power, and it does. It does give you more power. However, it expands the sweet spot on the paddle significantly. So most paddles, where's that wood paddle? Oh, over there. So most paddles, the sweet spot, it doesn't matter what paddle it is, most sweet spots are like literally the size of the ball where it hits.
Yeah.
Like it's very small. But you add those weights around the paddle, it expands it so much more.
Yeah.
And it makes the sweet spot so much bigger, and you feel like you're hitting clean every time.
Yes. So they are incredible. Flick Weights. We love that product. We're big fans.
Yep. We also have a code with them. So go to flickweight.com and use code KOTC. It'll save you, I think, around 10%.
Okay.
So the products are fairly inexpensive already, but using our code gives you even a better discount.
Yes.
I love the aesthetics with them. They look great.
So that's the other thing is like sometimes they add like those little the pill ones.
Dude, they have everything. So they even have the rubber band that goes around your grip?
Yeah.
They even have a weighted rubber band.
Dude, that's sick.
Yeah.
Yeah. So wherever you like it weighted, wherever you like to feel, right? Whatever any part of your paddle, they can add weight to that.
So these rubber things right here,
Yeah.
Right
They're
here.
weighted.
They're weighted.
They're ribbed.
Everything is weighted that they make.
Yeah. Check them out. Flick Weight. Also, one thing that we have talked about in the past is we like good people. And these dudes, they are good dudes.
Yeah.
They're good people that you want to get behind, that you want to support. So go check them out. Flickweight.com.
Yep. Use code KOTC at checkout.
Yeah. Also, they look like almost like, what are they, copper color?
They have a bunch of different options.
Yeah, but the copper colors are sick.
Yeah.
Oh,
Look at that.
Those are those ones. Yeah.
It's awesome.
Sick.
So I've been playing pickleball 10 plus years. I've never once weighted my paddle up until I started experimenting with it about a month ago, and it's awesome.
And you feel like it's like drilling?
I do, yeah.
Where it's like changed your life?
Except for before drilling, my ranking was actually higher than it is now.
Well,
so that's kind of awkward.
I think everybody else started to drill too. That's the problem.
All right, Jimmy. So we don't have that much to talk about today. Oh, real quick. RPM, James Ignatowich has a new paddle.
Is it? So I saw a headline. Is he the first pro to develop his own paddle? Like to own his own company? Now, a lot of pros have had input, right? Ben had input, AL, but to own their own paddle company.
That's a good question. I think so. At least somebody.
Does DJ own his, the APL or whatever?
I'm not sure. Okay. I know Salome was wanting to do something, but I don't think that ever came to fruition.
So he is the first to like literally go start to finish R&D.
So is that the plan? Play pickleball, get somewhat famous, and then launch your own pickleball company.
Yeah, look, I give props to him. He said that they sold out 1,000 paddles, which is pretty incredible.
Doing some basic math on that, that's around $250,000 revenue.
Yeah, $250,000. That's not no joke. I would guess that he has pretty good margins on that as well. So yeah, I mean, it's pretty awesome. He said that he's obsessed about it, and he's just gone all in on this paddle thing. Which, look, I give him lots of credit for that. I think he's got some Rain Man tendencies, and so like. He's a weird guy. Let's just call it what it is. James and I used to be really pretty close friends, and we haven't really talked in a while. Okay. He's an odd guy. Not that we're not friends anymore.
Was the last time you talked to him at St. George when he was laying on the ground?
Oh, even then he wouldn't really talk. Like he just like I said, he's just an interesting dude. But him and I he was dealing with some stuff where he had some players that were kind of going after him. And I think that him and I kind of have, anyways, long story short, we've talked about it on the pod. But he's an interesting guy. But I think that he is a very smart guy. And
he knows his paddles well.
He does. And I think that
not only does he know them, but he's also a player. And so having that experience, that feedback is
and I also think that he's a dude who is he can get hyper focused on one thing, right? And we've seen it in his game, right? When he wants to develop a shot, you see him, he gets hyper focused on it. He's a guy that, like, when he came into the game, and I don't know if it's still like this, because like I said, him and I don't talk like we used to, but he would drill nonstop, right? I mean, the dude is just, so yeah, I think that he's just a smart guy, and I'm sure that he has figured out every nook and cranny of this paddle.
Yeah.
The interesting thing, if you think about this, so he's with Selkirk for 3 years. Now he's starting his own. So say he sells 1,000. Let's just say he sells 1,000 paddles.
And that's over the span of, what, a week or so?
Yeah. So, yeah. But, I mean, those paddles, they're still not USA Pickleball approved. Or they're not UPA approved yet. I assume they will be. I don't think he would start selling them if he didn't feel like it was a foregone conclusion. Can't imagine selling 1,000 paddles and then all of a sudden being like, oh, sorry. But, so think about these. So the guy makes... Say he profits $125,000. Okay, I don't know if he has partners. I think he does, and other things. Is that worth it, as opposed to just sticking with because I would imagine he could get a 6-figure contract.
Yeah, I mean, it all depends on his goals, what he's wanting to do. I mean, if he only sees him playing for another 1 or 2 or 3 years, and he wants to stay in pickleball, building your own company is really smart.
Yeah.
There's a lot more upside with that for sure.
Yeah. A lot more risk too, though.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Unless you get investors and then just use their money.
Yeah. I mean, that's...
Hey, quick question. Do they sponsor Ava?
I hope so. She's his sister, but I doubt it. Yeah. I mean, look, I don't know if they sponsor 4-5s. I think that they only sponsor... Just kidding, Ava. We need Ava on the pod.
Ava would be great.
I'm actually people think I joke about Ava, but I'm actually a big Ava Ignatowich fan. Did you know Ava has a boyfriend?
I did not.
I don't know if he knows that, but she claims it. Yeah.
Nice.
Ava is playing with somebody. Who is she playing with? She's playing with someone, and we'll talk about it, in Sacramento, and they were actually decent.
Huh. I
was kind of surprised. Not surprised, sorry. See, now I'm being mean again.
Gotcha. Real quick, I have to tell the story. I try not to tell too many stories, but in Cincinnati, when I was there for the PPA tournament, I went to this restaurant with my family, 25 minutes outside of the tournament.
Yeah.
And this guy that was right next to the booth that we were at, he had a Gearbox shirt on. And I point to my wife. I'm like, hey, this guy's a pickleball player. And anyways, I don't say anything to him, and we just sit down, and he turns around. And he said, I recognize your voice from the podcast. And we start talking a little bit. Anyways, nice guy. He ends up leaving. And then we finish our dinner 20, 30 minutes later. We go to get the check. And he ends up paying for us before he left. So shout out to this guy. I didn't get his name, but really nice.
Does he work for Gearbox?
No, just...
Did Gearbox pay for the dinner?
No, I wish. What's his name? Who's the Gearbox guy? Rafa.
Rafa, yeah.
Yeah,
that's
good
awesome.
people are still out there. They're hard to find. But thank you to that guy.
Yeah, that's nice. Like, I think you posted that on Twitter, and somebody said, I hope you pay it forward.
Yeah. Yep.
Like,
that's right.
I'm sure you will, but also just let a good deed be a good deed. Okay?
Yeah.
We don't need to call people on the carpet. Like, that's nice of that guy. Tyler has no obligation after that. But he was being nice and saying, hey, this was a nice thing. So,
all right. So I feel like it's a little bit quieter of a news week for pickleball. So not too many headlines. We do have PPA Asia going on. It is it Vietnam or Malaysia? They have back-to-back tournaments.
Yeah. So I think right now it's Vietnam, right?
Okay. Yeah. So some of the U.S. players are going over there. You have Ben Johns, you have Hayden, you have Christian Alshon, Grayson, I think Anna Bright, Paris, and a couple other players are over there.
Yeah.
in line with that, for here in the States, we have PPA Sacramento, and it's called the Vintage Open.
Yeah.
Jimmy, give us the rundown with the Vintage Open.
Yeah, so the Vintage Open, for pro players, they're using wood paddles, Tyler.
Initially, it was supposed to be for everybody, for
Yeah.
amateurs and pros, but
Yep.
then 3 weeks ago, they said, hey, this is just for the pros.
Yeah, so they're going to use wood paddles. It's interesting because Ben is playing over in Asia with Christian. Anna Bright's playing in Asia. There's a few players that won't be there. And so it's interesting. So the 1 seed in the men's side is Andre Daescu and Colin Johns,
Your favorite.
which is kind of interesting, right?
Yes.
I think.
Well, a little bit. I mean, Andre's high, and then Colin still has so many points from the previous years, so
Yeah.
it makes sense a little bit.
It does. Let me hang on.
We're skipping around. Normally we start off with singles, but if me and Connor, if we win our first 1 or 2, I think we can end up playing them in the quarters.
So I have a question about this. Actually, we'll start with men's doubles because I have actually a question. Does the wood paddles, Tyler? My initial thought process, is that the wood paddles are going to favor the guys with a good soft game. The guys who aren't winning by rocketing every ball, aren't winning off of, just passing shots, not the tennis guys, the guys that can get to the kitchen, manipulate the kitchen, and have a good soft game. Now, maybe I'm completely off on that. You've practiced with the wood paddle.
Not yet. Starting this week, I will.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm just curious what your thoughts are about that, if you think that's the case. Because if it is, Colin Johns may be...
Yeah.
He may
Vintage
Colin John may do pretty well.
Yeah. No, I don't disagree. The one question that I'm not certain on is, in the beginning, I thought all the pros had to use the exact same wood paddle. But then I had some people telling me that manufacturers were sending their players like specific wood paddles. And so if that's the case, I don't know if they're juicing them up, if they're doing anything special to them.
Yeah. Is there paddle testing?
I have no idea. I don't know. I don't think there would be.
Some manufacturer comes out with like some oak.
Corked.
Sammy Sosa paddle.
Exactly. And so I don't know. I hope all the paddles are the same to make it as level playing field as possible.
Well, that's the point of it.
That was the intention of the tournament.
Yes, exactly.
But yeah, going back to your question, I think it would favor them. But once again, this is the first and only tournament so far. And so things can get crazy in one game, 2 out of 3 games.
Yeah, it'll be interesting because, again, I think singles will be the most interesting.
I think single. At first, I thought it was going to be really entertaining, but I actually don't think it's going to be a mess.
I actually think that the guys that play cat and mouse are going to do better.
They need Frank Anthony Davis over here for this. I don't know why he's not playing it. Serious.
Yeah,
like to pass people with these wood paddles is going to be near impossible.
That's my initial thought process.
Now, topspin, you can't pass people.
Well, that's what I'm saying. There's going to be you're not going to be able to get topspin. I'm sure somebody.
I hit with one for like 2 minutes this last week, and it's significantly less powerful.
Yeah, I'm sure one of the Alhouni brothers is going to bring some sandpaper. Kidding. That's kidding. That's a joke. So look, men's doubles. Andre and Colin, I think that they've got to be they are the 1 seed, and I know that we crap on Colin, but look, Colin can hit his thirds and Colin can dink, right? I think that's going to play a role. Now here's the question: does Colin crash out? Does he crash out in a match because he's Colin Johns and gets pissed off about a wood paddle? And
once again, we have Dylan Frazier and J-Dub Johnson. They're reuniting.
That's another team I think is built.
Yeah.
For this. I think Fed and Matt Wright are built for this.
Yeah.
But then teams like, look, dude, Noah and Gabe, Jay and Riley, there's a lot of teams that I think will do pretty well. I don't think Ignatowich and Augie will do great just because I think their games are, Augie's is okay, but I don't think their games are suited for this wood paddle. I think AJ Kohler would do well, but I don't know how well he'll do with Daniel De La Rosa, who plays 100% power game.
So they play Chris Hayworth and Tom Protzek.
So that'll be interesting because it's essentially 3 guys that play the same, and rip everything, and then AJ.
Yeah.
And so I feel like AJ can manipulate the kitchen on those. I bet he's already got his lobs dialed off that wood paddle.
I played with him this last week, and he was doing his third shot lobs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're good.
Most of the time.
Yes. I mean, he still misses.
Yeah.
Blaine Javier, Pat Smith. I mean, it's interesting. The other guy who I think I would say to watch out for in a wood paddle tournament, Brandon French.
Okay.
Crafty.
Is he here?
Yeah, he's playing with Jack Sock.
Oh, nice.
So he's crafty. He's got some just enough weirdness to him, right?
Okay. Top 3 teams.
Yeah. So I would say I think that Dylan and J-Dub are going to win.
Okay.
I actually like Jay and Riley to make it near the end. And then I'm going to pick a wild card. And I'm going to say, I don't think that they win, but I think they make a run. Blaine Javier and Pat Smith.
Okay.
I don't think they win, but if they made the quarters and upset Pablo and Jaume, it wouldn't shock me.
Okay. Well,
So, yeah.
they'd have to play Dylan and J-Dub.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. If they make the quarters.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I don't think they'll beat Dylan and J-Dub. I mean, I think you guys also have a very favorable draw.
I have a good feeling about this week.
Yeah.
I'm excited to play.
Yeah, I think you guys could do well. Look, Andre and Colin will be tough, but like I said, wood paddles, anything can happen. I think, and you guys have a good kitchen game.
Yeah.
You don't rely on driving every third, and so yeah, it'll be interesting.
Should be fun. All right, real quick, we never gave another shout out to our next sponsor, which is C&D Pickleball Nets. We love C&D. Jimmy, give us a little bit of rundown with C&D, who makes the best pickleball nets out there.
Yeah, I think they're in China right now, something like that.
Yeah.
I mean, look, there's not a better net out there. I mean, we've talked about paddles and people wanting all the top of the line gear and all the top of the line equipment. You're going to spend $60,000 to put in these pickleball courts. There's indoor facilities all over the country now. You want people to come to your facilities. You want people to play at your courts. You want to make friends. You got to have the best net.
You want to make friends?
Yes.
You got to get C&D.
I saw somebody post the other day on Twitter, X. She's one of those pickleball influencer chicks. I don't even remember her name.
Do they have an OnlyFans?
No, gosh, I don't think so. Anyways, she posted a picture and they were outside, and she said that the person they literally had like a cheap temp net up. Mm-hmm. And then she said, the barn next to the court has another pickleball court in there with a nicer net. Mm-hmm. And I thought, wait, you have an indoor and an outdoor court. You literally look like you're on a ranch, and they had like a cheap temp net up.
Yeah.
And it's like, that's a $150,000 setup you have right there, and you literally have less than $1,000 net. Like, put in a nice net. Like, what are we doing?
Agreed, 100%. We talk about them every single time. They've been with us from the very beginning. We're big fans of them, and it's easy to talk about them when they make the best product out there. Go check them out at bestpickleballnets.com. Use code KOTC. Also, we love the qualifier net. It is still very high quality, yet it comes in a lot more economical for those that are searching for a little bit better price. The other day, actually this morning, I was out on my pickleball court, and I was admiring my C&D net. The paint on it, I'm not joking, it looks brand new.
Yeah, of course it
brand
is.
new.
Of course.
Yeah.
Because C&D's the best.
All right, thank you for the support. Go check them out. All right, do you want to get into women's doubles?
Yeah, I love the women's doubles.
Okay, so this is the first time in a long time that they have started in the round of 16.
Yeah.
So it's a very small draw.
This is like 2022 all over again.
Exactly, yep.
Yeah, so we have number 1 seed, Tyra in Georgia. I think that they're heavy favorites in this. Now look, wood paddle. Anything can happen. The 2 seed, Tyler, is Elise and Mari, which is interesting.
That is interesting a little bit, especially over, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's got to be the combined. I bet it's very close. I'm surprised
I'm surprised Etta and Lacey,
my guess,
Brooke and Leia.
My guess is it's like 2, because they're 2 and 3 interchangeable. No, they're not. 3
and 4.
Yeah, I don't know. Elise must have a lot of points.
Elise is like 7. like 6 or 7.
Well, Mari's like 20, so the seating doesn't make sense then, right? Does it? Should we see? Are we fact checking PPA right now? Who makes the rankings? Is it Dylan?
Well, I believe it's automated, but if they need to enter anything manual, then I think it might be him.
All right, so Elise is 9.
Okay.
Okay, and Mari is 19, so 3,450 points to
Some math
6,700 points.
on the spot.
So 11,150.
Okay. Now do Etta and Lacey.
Lacey has 4,600. Etta only has 4,300, so that's right. Tina has 5,300, and Kate has 4,000. I think this is going to be right here because look at this. No AL, no Anna Bright.
Tina Pisnick and Kate Fahey. They don't have more points.
They have about 9,500.
Okay. Gotcha.
No. So Jackie and Jade are in the top 10 now. No Paris. So yeah, I think that they are right.
Wow. I can't remember if I told this story on this show, but there was a player that was always checking their points.
I know exactly who you're talking about.
And they kept complaining.
Yep.
And PPA went back and revised it, and it turns out that this player had less points than it showed, and so they actually reduced the amount of points that this player had.
So the sixth seed is Callie Smith and Jesse Irvin.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Do you think those points are accurate?
I mean, I would say, I don't know. I wouldn't fact check them if I were them.
Moral of the story,
Trust.
don't fact check it.
Yes. All right. So they're the 2 seed. The 3 seed is Tina and Kate. Etta and Lacey are the 4. And then, so Brooke and Leia are the 5.
Okay.
I don't remember Brooke and Leia ever playing together. Lindsay Newman and Lane Sleeth. Lane Sleeth is playing with both Newmans this weekend.
That's fun.
So that'll be a great time for her, I'm sure. She'll know where to get all the free lunches. And then Brashes versus Walker sisters.
Gotcha.
They love sister on sister crime in the UPA.
Yeah.
One team that I think to watch out for in a wood paddle tournament, Lucy Kovalova, Megan Dazan.
Could be fun.
Could be fun. I think that we're giving a lot of the OGs the benefit of the doubt.
This is our time to shine.
Yeah.
We have one tournament a year.
Callie and Jesse, very possible that they cause some problems. So I'm going to say that it's not like Tyra and Georgia play a massive power game either. I mean, Georgia has power. But I think Tyra and Georgia have a fairly favorable draw. I mean, Brooke and Leia could be a problem. But I'm going to say Tyra and Georgia make it to the finals.
Especially with their momentum right now.
Yeah. I actually think Tina's game fits wood paddles very well. But I'm going to say Callie and Jesse win that. But first they got to get past Team Hot Girl Summer, Ava Ignatowich and Jeannie Bouchard.
Okay.
Don't sleep on those two.
Wood paddle. Jeannie Bouchard.
Don't sleep on them. From the tanning bed to the courts, don't sleep on those two. I mean, I bet Jeannie Bouchard, when she went to practice for the first time, she probably used a wood paddle.
Exactly.
Yeah. So she's probably used to that.
Okay.
And then I actually think the bottom half, I'm going to say Etta and Lacey make the finals.
Okay.
Etta and Lacey versus Tyra and Georgia in the finals.
Alrighty. The one thing about these draws being a lot smaller, you get into the action pretty quick.
Yeah.
So they start in a round of 16, and then right away, right in the quarterfinals, you get some good matchups.
Yeah.
Okay. Mixed doubles.
Yeah, mixed. So the Johnsons are together. There's some interesting ones. Roscoe and Elise.
Okay. So I think they're playing most of this year, the remainder of this year together.
Okay. Etta and Jay. So Jay, I heard that Jay has been, he's kind of rejuvenated a little bit. Him and Riley have made some runs. And I happen to know that Jay has some pretty good mixed partners for the rest of the year too.
Who are they?
He has Etta.
Okay.
He has Kawamoto's.
Okay.
There's one other one that was pretty freaking good. So Jay has.
He better not mess it up.
I mean, yeah, Jay has a chance to really kind of rejuvenate here. Ryan Sherry and Jeannie Bouchard. Incredible. Like the chemistry is going to be off the charts. There is a casino close to Sacramento too.
Which one?
Well, Lake Tahoe's not that far away. Reno's not that far away. And then there's
Reno's not that far away? How far?
a couple hours. 2 maybe.
How far would it be to drive from Salt Lake to Sacramento?
Well, the problem is you got to drive through the freaking desert and it's boring, but about 10.
Wow.
Yeah. Because driving through Nevada is the most boring drive in the world.
Yeah.
It's horrendous. Are you thinking about driving?
No, but I thought it'd be longer. I feel like everywhere you go in California from Utah, it's like 10 hours.
Well, but Sacramento's northern California.
Yeah.
So you just drive through that.
I heard hurricanes hit there in Sacramento too, right?
9 hours and 12 minutes, by the way.
Wow.
650 miles.
Jeez, I was thinking it'd be like 12 to 14.
Yeah. So that's not terrible.
Okay.
I mean, I wouldn't do it, but.
All right.
Have you been to Sacramento?
Last year.
You went last year?
Yeah. It's actually, there's some areas that are a little bit more poor than I was expecting.
Sacramento's sketch, bro.
Yeah.
There's some area, but that's where they used to hold, I don't know if they still do, they probably do, California State Fair.
Yeah.
We used to go there for that. There's Old Town Sac, used to be decent. I don't know if it is anymore.
Uh-huh.
Used to be, because my aunt lived in a town for people from Sacramento called Antelope, which is right next to Sacramento. So we used to go up there quite a bit. And then I had some other family that lived in Grass Valley and Yuba City. It's all around the same area up there. So,
Gotcha.
anyways, there's some parts you probably don't want to venture out to.
All right. Any other matchups that you like in mixed doubles? So we have quite a few that are switching it up, or I don't know if their normal partner is not there.
Yates and Megan Dazan is interesting. James Ignatowich is with Getcheva.
Okay.
Was there not a lot of women available for this tournament?
I feel like it's always a struggle with me finding. I'm not even playing mixed doubles.
Lucy Kovalova and Travis Rettenmeyer.
Perfect.
That's gonna be fun. Fed and Leia. That's interesting.
Tyra and Pablo.
Tyra and Pablo. Might be some history there. Lane and Riley. And then we have the Utah's own Allie Phillips and Chuck Taylor.
Go Chucky.
Wait,
Alex Walker and Greg Dow?
Yeah.
Are they dating, or is that the sister?
No, that's the one he's dating,
Okay.
yes. Which is interesting because...
Hey, and then we got Johnny Goldberg and Regina.
Johnny and Regina. This is what's crazy. Johnny and Regina. And then we have, obviously, Julian and Lauren. Matt and Lucy. Oh, no, Lucy and Travis. So Matt's not playing mixed.
I thought I saw his name just barely, but maybe not.
Is Matt going to play singles instead? Is he going to go throwback?
I swear I saw his name. Maybe it was singles. I don't know.
So Matt is not playing mixed. So that'll be interesting. Oh, Kaysen and Kaylin Campbell will play. If they win, they'll play the Johnsons.
Gotcha.
Callie and Jaume. Interesting.
That must have been a switch up. I think Jay was with Callie, so he must have switched up.
To go to Etta?
Yeah, these different partners.
Interesting, yeah. And then, and then we have Jesse and Gabe. I mean, there's a lot of history. Connor Garnett and Brooke Buckner.
Yep.
So, yeah, it should be fun. I do think that I actually could see Lane and Riley doing well in this.
Okay.
I could see Lane and Riley doing well. I think J-Dub and Georgia will do well, obviously. I think Jesse and Gabe. And then I'm going to go out on a limb and I'm going to say that, I don't know, honestly. I'm going to say Lucy and Travis make the quarters.
Okay.
Just because.
So everyone starts in the round of 32.
Yeah. So they would have to beat Noe and Maggie, and then probably Kate and Dylan Frazier. Those would be two good wins. Oh, Spencer Smith and Lindsey Newman. All right.
Okay, moving on to singles. Let's start with men's singles. So, in my opinion, I think singles will be the event with where you'll see the most difference.
Yeah, for sure. That's why I think in singles. So you start out with Jay.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting because I think you and Jay both can play that cat and mouth style. So it's kind of a unfortunate matchup for you guys. But Riley Newman is actually in the round of 64. He's playing Hunter. If he wins, he'll play Hunter. Yeah. I don't know if he'll win.
Why is he playing singles?
Just maybe he's going throwback.
Wow.
You play Jay. The winner of you and Jay will play Hunter.
Yep.
Most likely. Gabe Joseph, AJ Kohler will be interesting.
Yeah, it'll be interesting because the paddles, I mean, if you had to give it a percentage, I'd say it reduces the ball speed by 30 to 40%, it feels like.
Okay, so we have Chris Hayworth and Ryan Sherry.
Chris Hayworth and Ryan Cherry.
The Share Bear,
Dude, I honestly, no. Hayworth is so tall.
he's tall, he's long.
Yeah.
He's going to be tough. So we talk about how it's already going to be hard to pass.
Yeah.
Now imagine trying to pass with someone's length.
Yeah.
Someone that's 6'4", I think that's going to make it tough.
Yeah.
I think that's where Jay might actually be okay because he's fairly tall and long.
All right, how about this one? Noe, Cliff, and Augie.
I like Noe because he can play the cat and mouse.
Augie does too, though.
He does, that's true, but I think Noe's a little better. You know who I like in this? Even though he does just hit the shit out of the ball, but he's big, is Blaine Havenier.
Okay.
He's tall, he's long.
Yep.
I think that he's going to be very hard to pass.
Okay, who do you have coming out top 3 singles?
All right, so I'm going to say, I'm actually going to say that Wyatt Stone upsets Jack Sock.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to call that right now. I like Connor Garnett, and we're going to say Connor Garnett and this is probably going to be the 2 and the 3. So I'm going to say Connor and Fed, and then I'm going to say Jaume. No, I don't know. I'm going to say Blaine Havenier.
Okay.
And the winner of UNJ.
It seems like this tournament is
just for fun.
Primed for Fed.
Yeah. Fed's built for this tournament. Exactly.
Yeah.
Sure.
The only thing is the wood paddle.
It is, but is there a guy that's like, so remember, if it's 30% less, okay, a dude that's an insane athlete that's fast may get to more balls than than he was able to in the past.
Yeah.
Which, like, a Connor Garnett's pretty freaking fast.
Yes, yeah.
If you get your cast off, you're pretty freaking fast.
Well, I think it should be off, but I mean, it'll take me, I think, another 3 to 4 weeks for it to.
Yeah,
get back to
even
normal.
Jack is pretty athletic, dude.
Yeah.
So I think Brandon French beats James Ignatowich, though.
Okay. All right, women's singles.
All right, women's singles. So it is a very small draw. It starts in the round of 32 with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 players. Mm-hmm. That's it. 3 matches. So yeah, I'm gonna say Kate Fahey does. Again, this is where
you got to throw in Ava's name there.
Yeah,
she could do well.
Yeah, let's say Ava beats Angie Walker. Then Kate versus Ava. I think Lane beats Jeannie Bouchard.
Okay.
Because I think Lane is better defensively, and she's not going to stand. Lane will come to the net. And then Brooke versus Lane. I'll take Brooke. I think Leia will play Dominique Schaefer. Actually, Dominique Schaefer is going to pull out. That's what she does. So Leia will play Lara Giltonen. So I'll say Leia in the semis versus we'll say Leia and Lane in one semi, and Kate versus Kaylin Campbell in the other semi.
Okay.
How about that? What if that happened? Kalshi. Make a bet.
Kalshi.
I can't bet, by the way. I'm not allowed to as a member of MLP.
Do you think Jared Paul makes these bets?
Yeah, I'm sure he does. I mean, 9 million viewers on podcast. I don't know where they came from, but 9 million.
It's a lot.
Listen, I'm a big tent guy. You know that.
Uh-huh.
I promote other podcasts. I've been on other podcasts. I've done all the things. I think Maddie Pickles is great. I think Sorry Not Sorry has its moments. I think that Zane is great. But let's just be honest with certain things. Just like everybody makes fun of PPA when they drop their 7 billion minutes viewed.
Yeah.
Let's just be honest with our viewership. That's all I'm going to say.
Okay. All right. Anything else with this tournament? Are you excited?
Yeah, I think it'll be fun. I think it's going to be,
Do you think players will be getting frustrated, or will they just be laughing it off?
Well, there's points on the line, so I think there is going to be some frustration.
Okay.
I do wish that, Ben was there, and I wish Anna Bright were there. I think that it would make more fun, more upsets to see the top players having to play against other people with their paddles.
Yeah.
I also think it's going to raise a lot more questions, right? If Ben lost in the first round, or AB or any of these Yola players, right? People are going to be like, "Oh, it's the paddle."
Yeah.
right? It's going to raise a lot of questions. Now, Leia, in her defense, she made a really good point the other day on Twitter. She said, last tournament, she said, everybody bitches and talks about how Yola's Yola, and how it's not fair. Now's your chance in Cincinnati for all of you to play with a Yola. And, she kind of made a point. And I mean, Ben and AL still won, right? Like, so I don't think that we saw a massive difference when everybody was using the Yola. So yeah, but it'll be interesting. It'll be interesting to see what happens.
Yeah.
But what's your mindset? Is it fun? Is it very serious because there's points on the line? I mean, what are your expectations?
For me, they're kind of all over the place, and a lot of this is probably on me, but I feel like maybe some of the information is not easily accessible. So for example, the paddles, is everybody using the exact same paddle, or are manufacturers able to decorate or spice up their paddles or something like that? Like, are you able to modify the grip? Because on a lot of these paddles, the grip makes a big difference. And so
I heard, the grit?
The grip. Also the grit too.
Well, I know people are putting their own grips on them.
Yeah.
I mean, I've seen you dripping grips on the wood paddles.
Yeah.
So I'm sure that people will grip them. I'm sure they'll weight them. I don't know why you'd need to weight them. They're heavy.
Yeah.
I'm sure they will do those things. But in terms of like the actual paddle face and things, hopefully there's a rule. Hopefully people aren't scuffing them up, right?
Yeah.
And things like that. And the tournament was intended for a specific reason, and it's not to modify the hell who can modify it. This isn't a Pinewood Derby.
Yeah.
Okay, we're not trying to see who can modify the hell out of the piece of wood.
But no, I'm excited. It should be fun. It'll be interesting to see the results after the tournament to see what happened. If nothing happens, then that'll be interesting. If there's a lot of upsets, that'll also be interesting. Yeah. And so I'm excited to see how it plays out.
Did you do Pinewood Derby back in the day?
I did. Yeah, those were a blast.
Did you do like the lead on the tires?
Of course, you were putting that everywhere.
Yeah. So, all right.
All right. Big shout out to our next sponsor, which is Vulcan Pickleball. We love Vulcan. The V Pro Flight is the official ball of pickleball. Yeah. It is the official ball of Jimmy. Name them off.
Duper, minor league pickleball, major league pickleball, collegiate pickleball, high school pickleball, King of the Court podcast. Just everybody. The official ball of pickleball.
Yep.
It's the official ball of life. Okay? The V Pro Flight. It's the perfect mix when it comes to pickleball. Also, the color. Listen, there are a lot of geriatrics that play pickleball, and that's okay. But that color is perfect for that. Not a better color out there.
What's the name of that color? Is it high-res yellow?
I feel like, fluorescent yellow, green. I don't know.
Neon? Is that neon?
I feel like it could be neon.
Okay.
I actually don't know.
All right, thank you for the support. Also, Holey Performance. I always want to say Holey Pickleball, but it's Holey Performance.
Holey, yeah.
Jimmy?
Yeah. So
Holey Performance?
I actually took some Holey before the pod.
Is that why you're so amped up?
Yeah, I was pre-gaming, and I took some Holey pre-game, post-game, in-game, greens. They've got it all. Get your electrolytes, stay hydrated, put the good stuff in your body. Zero sugar.
Zero sugar, which it doesn't taste like that.
Nope. And the one thing that I love, honestly, is I really do feel like it helps me to focus. I'm a little bit all over the place. I'm a little bit like squirrel, if you don't know that about me. And I think Holey really helps me to focus. It gives me energy. Yeah, and also I know that I'm putting good things in my body. Look, I put enough bad shit in my body, in my body. Obviously, it's nice to know that I'm putting in something good.
There you go.
Peace of mind.
We have a exclusive flavor with them called White Gummy.
White.
KOTC has an exclusive flavor with them, which is really cool. Go check them out. Get the White Gummy flavor. It supports us even more, and you're also getting the best product out there. Tastes good, and it fulfills all the nutrients that your body needs.
Yeah. Holey,
thank you for the support.
Rapid hydration.
Hey, do you like my new phone?
Yeah, I knew that you would get that like the second it came out.
The 17 Pro.
Literally the day it came out, you would get it.
I changed my wallpaper. Do you like that?
Oh, yeah. To the moon.
Is that something I would have?
Yeah. I think that I'm still rocking like a 13 or a 14 these days, but
The battery life on this is so much better.
really?
Yeah. All right, you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, you're going to like this first question.
Am I?
Do the Kawamotos have a chance at another gold, or was it a fluke?
Yeah, for sure they do. They're freaking good. They're really, really, really good. Guys, listen. The women's game is Tyra and Georgia are really, really good. Annalie and Anna Bright are really, really good. Jackie and Jade are really, really good. And then there's others like Rachel and Paris and Leia and Brooke. And there's other players, Tina, Kate, that are all really good. And you can hit that combination, right? And they can give anybody a run for money. That's what makes the women's game is so great. The men's game is similar as well, but the men's game, it seems like the top 4 are fairly locked in. Mm-hmm. The women's game, it seems like Annalie and Anna Bright are locked in, and the 2 through 10 kind of interchange.
Yeah.
And so you kind of got to hit that combo. But yeah, they're great players. They are, you saw them. That wasn't a fluke. It wasn't like, you know, AL and AB just played awful and you're like, oh, they're actually, you know, like, They took it from them.
Yeah.
They weren't handed it to them. So
yeah, I would also agree. And you said, do they have a chance at another gold? They for sure have a chance.
Yeah.
Especially if they have a favorable draw. But yeah, they for sure have a chance.
yeah,
All right. Somebody said, what's Jimmy's real duper according to Tyler?
5.12. Duper is accurate. Sarah Carpenter, who listens on Spotify because she did not know how to use YouTube. Just kidding, Sarah. Has said she is the brain trust wizard behind Duper. Mm-hmm. And my Duper is a 5.12. Trust.
That's tough to answer because I feel like you retired from pickleball. Do you even play anymore?
I don't.
You used to play all the time. Literally all the time.
I played
4, 5, 6 times a week.
I did. I played probably 5 to 6 times a week, more than once a day.
Yeah.
For a really long time.
Yeah.
I played tournaments. I played nonstop. I would literally go at 6 a.m.
So,
and then I would
so
play.
we'll leave you at what Duper says, but I will say your form, your technique, that's probably a 2.5.
Yeah, that's probably fair.
But your success, it's probably higher than that.
Look, my form is about a 2.0. Currently, okay, let's just go currently. My form is about a 2.0, but it was a 2.0 even when I was playing every day. My form's always been terrible, but I make it work, okay? But right now, my conditioning is about a -1. And the fact that I don't think that I've played pickleball in 4 months, maybe longer. Yeah, I'm probably like, my Duper is probably not super accurate right now, but I still want all the smoke. So if you want to play, hit me up.
Why wasn't the Malaysia tournament aired? I thought it was.
I don't know. I honestly, like, there's so many, like, look, nobody makes it easy to find their streams.
Yeah.
And it's tough. So I did not see. I thought there was another tournament going on at the same time that was like a Kwong QD, our guy, and Amanda Hendry, former Bear, won. And I think QD and Casey Diamond won. Mm-hmm. So I don't know. There's tournaments all over. I think that there needs to be somebody that just needs to, like, every week, not me because I don't know what to do, but every week they need to just post like a pickleball viewing guide with links.
Wasn't that like Pickleball Parrot or whatever, the guy from Jigsaw, didn't he create that?
Maybe. I don't know.
I thought so.
Can he send me the link?
I don't know if it's active, but he for sure had that in the past.
Send it to me so I can watch.
All right. Somebody said, any concern for developing tennis elbow using the wood paddles?
Yeah, I think that's actually depending.
Did you sue the PPA if you get tennis elbow?
I feel like you're going to
tournament?
use this wood paddle for one tournament and call it a day. But yeah, I think if you used it for, you know, it'll be interesting because I could see, the one thing that I could see people doing is taking off the grip and shaving down the handle to make it a little bit lighter.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's within the rules, but I could see that happening.
Okay, Jimmy, I apologize. Apparently, I still cut you off. I used to cut you off all the time, but somebody said Tyler needs to let Jimmy continue his rants more. He cuts him off too much. LOL.
Tyler, I think you're doing a great job.
I'm going to cut you off even more now.
How about this? Hey, Jimmy, I might have missed this on the podcast before, but what is the beef between Tina Pisnik and Millie Rain, and the beef between Tina Pisnik, Lucy Kovalova, and Mari Humberg. It was 2 different tournaments that Tina's had beef with people. Inquiring minds want to know.
That's a lot of beef, Tina.
A lot of beef. I only know of the beef between Tina Pisnik and Caitlin Christian. Seem to have some beef.
Yeah. I think, and to be honest, I think that's even more one-sided than...
Yeah. I think Caitlin Christian has no beef.
Yeah.
I think Tina was upset at the way Caitlin acted at a previous tournament. I've not seen Tina... Look, Tina is old school. Mm-hmm. She's more mature, I'll say. She doesn't talk. You never hear her chirp. You don't even really see her like celebrate. Mm-hmm. So... yeah, I would say that Tina probably gets a little bit bugged when some of these young kids start running their mouths.
Okay.
And she's probably the last female on tour that I would want to fight. I feel like she's probably tough.
Okay.
Who would win in a fight between all the women on tour? Not like a jello wrestle, Tyler.
Leia.
You think Leia's tough? I don't think Leia's tough. Leia will berate you. And I think Leia would win a war of words against anybody.
All right, who is there?
She might be tough, but I just feel like Tina is probably tough.
I don't know.
Mari might be tough.
Yeah.
Jesse's a hair puller. I don't know.
Elise Jones. She'll just be rolling around.
Elise would be scrappy. She'd try to like double leg you like in wrestling. Probably bite. I don't know. What about men? Edda's probably like silent assassin.
Yeah, because she grew up in
New Zealand?
New Zealand. Yeah, she was born there, yeah.
What about men's? Is it AJ?
I don't know.
Everyone says AJ.
DJ Young, AJ. Tyson's a wrestler.
Tyson was a wrestler. I think that has to count for something.
Yeah.
Who's the weakest? Who's the one guy that you would not?
Connor Garnett.
Really?
Oh, he's so skinny. He's so small.
He's like the guy that like, if he started chirping, you just laugh.
Yeah. Who else is there? There's got to be a couple others.
Ryan Fu, little guy.
Oh, he's not so little lately.
Small man's disease.
You
You think Julian Arnold's tough?
He's funny.
I know, but do you think he's tough?
No. No.
Who? Like, I don't. I just.
Do you think I'm tough?
Do you think Hayden's tough?
Do you think I'm tough?
I think that you're fairly well built compared to other pickleball players, so I think you'd be fine.
It depends on. So I used to box. I have videos of me boxing. I'll have to send them to you.
Yeah. So I think that's probably more than anybody else has done.
Hayden. Yeah, he's. I mean, he talks a lot, but when it actually comes to it, he always backs down.
You think? What about Pablo? I think Pablo's tough.
He talks, but I don't know.
I think if you grew up in Colombia or Bolivia like Gabe, you got to have some toughness.
Yeah.
I think Hayden's probably sneaky tough too because he has so much confidence. He's not scared.
Yeah.
That's half the battle.
We got to have a ranking, a list.
We should. All right.
Okay. Let's see. Do you guys have a promo code for discounts at USA Pickleball Nationals? We don't, but we should.
We don't, but USA Pickleball, please reach out.
Just give us some commission.
If you want to sell tickets, reach out.
Who's even over there? I don't even know who the people are now. It used to be, Carl Schmitz was, I think he still is over there.
I don't know,
a little
but I miss Indian Wells.
Indian Wells is top notch. All right. P.S. I DM'd Jimmy and asked if he wanted Kit Kats and ketchup chips in exchange for a Cameo. Did someone message you?
Oh, I don't know. They could have. Is that a guy or a girl?
Guy.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you okay making that trade?
Go for it.
I have someone sending them.
Okay.
A real Canadian.
Same guy. He says, I don't understand this question, but he says, always want to ask referee questions. Any comments on refs?
Yeah, we love the refs. Listen, the refs are doing the best job that they can with the tools that they have been given and the leadership that they have over them. Those are lots of hindrances that these refs are dealing with. Mm-hmm. So they're doing the best job that they can. And I think we have some very, very good refs in pickleball.
Okay.
And I think that it is a thankless job. It's not like they're getting rich off of it. Mm-hmm. You have to truly love the game to referee pickleball.
Yeah.
And it is. I mean, look, nobody is telling a ref, thank you, good calls. That was a great call. That foot fault you called on me was incredible.
Well, their opponents might.
Maybe, but like they're not like that foot fault you called was incredible.
Yeah.
Anytime someone is talking to a referee, it is generally to complain.
Yeah.
Right? Unless AL's doing her fake handshake of the refs after a match. Mm-hmm. But most of the time, they're having people complain to them. And so I think that it's a tough job.
When I was in PPA Asia, they had Howard over there from the U.S., and he was like training some of the refs. And the refs here in the U.S. have actually gotten quite a bit.
The OGH, by the way.
Yes, he's great. They've gotten quite a bit better. They catch most stuff. But I was in PPA Asia, and there was 2 or 3 times when the opponents, they 100% pushed off from inside the kitchen, and it didn't get called.
So that's the other thing too is we've seen the replays that we like the replays on certain calls, right? And we all guess, and we're like, oh, that replay sucks, or the video sucks, or the quality sucks. These referees have to determine the outcome of a match based off of that. Mm-hmm. Like that's not like an envious position to be in.
Yeah.
I'm sure they want close call as much as anybody.
All right. Somebody said me and my partner 5.2 average beat French and Alhuni 6.2 average at Cincy. We didn't gain any points.
Interesting. I wonder.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how the algorithm works. So me and Connor won PPA Asia, and our dupers actually went down from winning, which is...
Well, yeah, because the people you beat, you should beat.
Yes, but it's weird that it would go down.
Well, some wins go down if you don't beat them by enough.
Yeah. Yeah.
Based off of like what your dupers are, there's an expectation that you're supposed to win by a certain amount, and if you don't, then it drops your duper.
It's just a little bit weird that when you're winning, it'll still go down.
Yeah,
or it can go down.
Yeah, I agree, but again, I think it makes sense
because I mean you have the camp that say a win's a win, doesn't matter what happened, a win's a win, and then you have the other camp that says no, it does matter how much you got beat by.
Well, look, dude, if you're playing me in singles and you beat me 11-5, right? That's a loss for you.
Yes. Maybe, but I mean, you have the camp that says a win is a win. It doesn't matter. You got the win.
I agree. I'm just saying that like you should technically win by more, and I think that that's what Duper is trying to calculate.
Yeah.
I think the big thing with Duper is they're trying to get rid of sandbaggers, and they're trying to get rid of the people that are entering in, these 4-0 tournaments, and they're really 4-5s, or higher level players, and they just want the plastic medal because they don't dare lose. I remember somebody who plays in Utah, and her husband would not let her. They played together in mixed, and they were pretty good. She was better than him, which is usually the case, and he would not let them. They would medal in every tournament, and he would not let them move up until they got gold at that level. And it was weird because they would literally get like 5 bronze in a row at 4-0, or silvers, bronze and silvers. And then they would lose 11-9, 11-9 in the gold medal match. He's like, oh, we're not moving up. Because I think he wanted to collect the medals.
Yeah, for sure. I have a friend that and his dad, I was talking to his son about this, and he's all like, I think my dad literally has the algorithm perfectly figured out, so he knows exactly how much to win and lose by, so he doesn't get bumped up. He's playing every single 3.5 and just winning all those tournaments.
Yeah. I know it's crazy. I mean, some people just.
And this is somebody that would honestly go to the lengths of figuring out the algorithm to do that.
Yeah, dude, it's insane. I mean, people do, and that's how this guy. And honestly, I'll
tell you afterwards, and you'll laugh at it.
Well, she ended up dropping her husband.
Yeah.
Not like. Marriage, I don't know, maybe they did, but pickleball wise, and moved up, and he's still playing like 3-5, 4. He's probably plays 4-0 now, 4-5, and she's playing 5-0 plus.
Yeah.
So
it is interesting because I used to be okay in singles, but the past few years I've been awful. But yesterday I was doing this exhibition thing, and there was a line of people that wanted to play with me. Most of them were, I would say, 4-0, maybe 4-5.
Yeah.
And we were just going games to 5 points, and I was winning most of these games 5-0, 5-1 or so. Yeah. It's just crazy the difference.
Dude, the gap. We've said this for years.
I don't consider myself competitive in the men's pro singles right now at all. But these guys, I mean, they were 4-0s or 4-5s, but
you're still a pro. You're still a professional, and the gap between a pro player. First of all, the gap between, and I've said this before, the gap between a pro and a 5-0 is bigger than the gap between a 4-0 and a 5-0.
Yeah.
Okay. And the gap between a pro and obviously 4-0, 4-5, it's massive. And I don't think people give pros. This is my one complaint about pickleball is I don't think people give pros enough credit on how good they are. Mm-hmm. And part of that is because the barrier of entry to pro is simple. It's easy.
Yeah.
You could sign up. I could sign up tomorrow and I could play pro qualies. Mm-hmm. I just have to pay the money. And so because that's the barrier of entry, literally having money or having enough money to entry fee, there's a lot of people that think that they're pros or think they're close to being pros that aren't.
Yeah.
And they'll lose 2 and 3 in qualies and think that they're close, or they'll make a main draw, which great. If you make a main draw, I think that you're getting there, but then they'll lose 1 and 1, like the gap is huge. And pro players, I think, need more respect than what they get. And if you play a pro, this is my other pet peeve. If you play a pro in a rec game and it's 11-6 or whatever, 11-7, no, you're not close. I promise you. It is a rec game for the pro too.
Yeah.
So knock it off.
Well said. All right, last 2 questions. I'll be at Worlds this year. Where will Jimmy be hanging out?
I'll be there. I'll be on the Pickleball Walk of Fame, Hollywood Walk of Fame, boardwalk.
Yeah, last year we had our own little booth.
Yeah, I think we might again. I think Picklr, Vulcan, and Stack might again.
Gotcha.
I believe. I don't know for sure, but that Matt Kearney is performing. You've heard of him.
I have, yeah.
He's actually that's like a decent name.
Yeah. Are they paying him the same amount that they paid last year?
Well, that one dude that rained the whole time and 7 people were there.
The best was the chick that was singing.
Yeah, remember we went to watch the girl.
That was when they had the presidential election. So everything was crazy.
I don't even remember the girl's name, but she still will comment once in a while on my posts, my stories. I know she's from Michigan, and it was me and you live in Ireland and maybe 3 other total people watching her entire set. And she actually was pretty good.
Yeah, yeah.
The army, she's wearing camo pants.
Yeah.
And she's pretty good.
Yeah.
And we went and met her after. And
yeah.
But I hope that there's a better turnout this year.
Yeah.
So yeah. And then the other dude, Taylor Holder.
Yeah, he's great.
Yeah, he's pretty funny too.
He's living his best TikTok life now.
Yeah, I hope he is.
Okay, last question. They say, is it that people cannot physically beat Annalie and Ben Johns, or is it that they don't have the technique? I feel like those are almost one and the same question, but a little bit different.
I would say yes. Look, there are the 2 most highly skilled players, and to beat and they're probably 2 of the smartest players. So if you're the smartest and you have the most skill, you're going to need to have the best technique to beat them. So yeah, I think that it's going to take a lot to beat those 2.
In my opinion, obviously Ben and Annalie are the best right now by far, especially in mixed doubles. But I think there are combinations of players that could beat them, but we just don't see them yet.
No, yeah, for sure. That's why look, Riley gets a lot of crap for dropping Matt Wright because they won 27 straight medals, which is incredible. But I get what Riley was trying to do. He wanted to get to number 1. He wanted to beat them. He didn't want to get there and lose. He wanted to beat them. And look, it probably set him back. He's still making $1 million, so he's okay with it.
Yeah.
Probably hurt his legacy, I would say, a little bit, if anything. But I get why he did it.
Yeah. And
that's why I think all these other players need to switch up. And there's other things like Fed and Hayden. Fed's been playing more right with Hayden. Those are the adjustments I think that players need to start making.
Yeah.
You got to figure out what combo works.
No, for sure. I fully agree.
Now, obviously, Fed and Hayden aren't playing Ben and AL. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
That's an example.
Okay, Jimmy, anything else?
Nope. Yeah. When do you go to Sacktown?
So there was a change up in my schedule, so I have to go a day and a half earlier than I was anticipating. I had to change my flight an extra $300, making the flight from Utah to Sacramento
At least it's short.
$750.
That's crazy, dude. You should that's a problem too. Sacramento's like the airport.
Dude,
it's expensive.
How are these domestic flights more than international flights? I'm not joking.
I know, it's crazy.
I just got my flight to Virginia Beach, $1,000.
Yeah, and to go to Virginia Beach.
Yeah.
No wonder everyone sells meth there. You got to make up for the cost for the flight, right?
Yeah.
That's insane.
So,
yeah, look, Sacramento's fun. I mean, and the problem too is like you could fly. You don't want to fly into like Oakland or San Francisco because then it's a freaking hour and a half drive, 2 hour drive.
I should have looked into that actually.
I mean, it's just, but it's not like super close. And if there's traffic,
It's only an hour and a half though.
Yeah, probably about an hour and a half.
That's doable. Shoot, I should have looked into that.
Yeah, maybe you can get a flight credit.
Huh? Honestly, I might look into that.
See if that's better.
$700 is a lot.
Yeah, look at Oakland and San Francisco, maybe. And you can drive through Vallejo and Benicia and say hi to my family.
I would do.
They'll feed you.
Isn't it San Jose or is that Oakland?
No, San Jose. You can look into that one too. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I've done San Jose.
Yeah, there's one. There's four. All four of them right there.
Okay. If you made it this far, please do us a big favor. Hit that like and subscribe button. Also, go check out Flickway and get their product for your paddle. I promise you, it will make a difference in your game. Use code KOTC at checkout. It'll save you some money.
Also, Reno's only like 2 hours if you fly to Reno.
And do they have a lot of flights there? Reno?
I honestly don't know.
Gosh.
But maybe it's worth it.
Yeah. All right. Thanks, guys. See you.